Hey, is 7TV actually working? I don't believe it. I don't believe that they fixed that site. It must be a problem. Must be something else. Must be divine intervention. I mean, popping up on my end. I can see the emotes. You're a rat. There's some emotes like that right now that I forget about. There are too many emotes. There's too many I forget about. Why did I go to the left there? It's too easy to get in the loop on Non-2 of, like, going to the next side and forgetting that when you're at the point where you can kill her before the next wave starts, that you just shouldn't. It's rarely ever an issue, because often if you get to the point where you're gonna kill for the next wave... I fucking hate Non-3 right now. Is the doctor except you? I mean, so far. You can't tell me that when the full game drops that Aya's not going to be in the game. Also, Tenshi's not in there, so Levin didn't have his favorite. Also, in terms of ever getting their favorite, who we got? We got me with Remy. Like, who else? Hello, Cake. 4 AM. Is that what it is for you? Because currently my clock says 2 PM. It's just on. True. Yeah, two characters. Oop. Oh, yeah, oh. I'm sorry, you said 4 AM. I don't know why my brain went to 4 AM. I got that for Miss, I think it was Tuesday? It was Monday or Tuesday, I forget for sure. It was Monday. I think Tuesday, it was Monday or Tuesday, though. Well, like, come on. Tailbot. Aya's obviously going to be in the full version whenever it comes out. Copium, that comes out. I would be stunned if she wasn't. Neat. Okay, Megu. Also, Tampa, which one do you like more? Aya, Megumu, or Hina? If you had to pick one as your favorite. She's slightly low on my screen. She hates me. Hina, Aya, Megumu. Okay. Shows up more true. Hina's a character that people will use just because they want to use her themes. I love hitboxes. Holy shit, Megumu! That was one of the worst finals I've ever seen! Every wave curved right in front of me. Teobot, the kind of guy to pick up every misfortune he possibly can in Lost Branch just to get the Hina event. Always embrace Hina. Yeah, she's high up, surely it's free. Someday you'll get the Hina figurine. I believe in you. Thank you. Thank you, girl. Much as the spell annoys me at times, it is a very cool design spell. Hello, Koichi. Do be like that sometimes. Thank you for the curve. That, I am surprised that star didn't actually hit me. There we go. You know, I was about to say I've got a lot better at phase 3, and then I immediately fucked it up by going high too quickly. I like getting scuffed early phases. Okay, save 4. How did those guys not die? Hello, Lake General. Why did I do that? Just to show off, clearly, that's all. Frick you, blue spam. Oh. Excuse me. The formation screen. From the formation screen to turn 1 today. Congratulations. I'm proud of you. When are you gonna beat Oku 2? That's wrong in a few different ways. You did your own. Oh, nice. Like an infinite nocturne for this morning. Nice. I'm very hopeful for that game. The only thing that has to be concerned is, you know, how long it might take for the full game to release. Oop! That game's peak. The OS, there was some fucking bangers in there. Definitely one of the best Bad Apple remixes also I've ever heard. Your cup of tea? Yeah, of course you'd use the cup of tea analogy, you Brit. Oh, boy, I don't think it's fucking quite the cup of tea for me, mate. Gameplay needs to be a little bit slower. There is a number of animations and like pop-ups that I wish were a little bit slower. Like there's a lot of words, and I wish the attacks were a little more pronounced. Specifically the enemy attacks. You know, my own attacks not as much, but I wish it was like slightly more pronounced. But you know, it's also kind of what you get in the demo, right? So I can't be too critical. Like, I could be critical, but, like, you know. English. Yeah, you might need to rephrase it, because, like, over here, we only know about throwing tea in the harbor. Am I right? That's an original joke. Governor, a second teabag has hit the harbor. Pretty sure it's American. It says the Canadian. Oof. Okay, if you had to marry one of the current moon residents, like Kage and Aaron don't count, and the current race, Earth racing, they don't count, they're not current moon residents. Any of the current present Lunarians, which one? Hime Sagume. The black ball of North. I gotta agree with Light General on this one with Sagume. You know about stealing a married woman? Yeah, unbelievable. Oh, I almost got a room. Does Junko count? No. He's not Lunarian. But she was at the Sea of Tranquility. Oh my gosh, she was seen there at one point. So she's on the moon. Fumo. Fumo, who is the best of the current moon residents? Of the current Lunarians. Not the ones that get Tokyo, Kage, and Eren, and current racing, Earth racing don't count. Also, can we talk about how Kaguya named her pet rabbit Inaba? Like, imagine, like, what happened if you This is racist, fucking fake-ass character. Like, imagine if I could show up, I get a dog, and I just name it Dog. Named all Inaba, because you can't tell them apart. I mean, if you were comparing the Earth rabbits to each other, sure. But maybe there's something wrong with Kage if she can't tell Racing apart from the others. Oh, I don't know, they're all rabbits to me. Call them all rabbit. Tech is too much fun. Okay, sexy. That's just a really long cap. Oh, shoddy. That was a case of I don't know what to do. I should have played really far to the left, but it would have been poor for damage, but... Oh, yeah, papa. Yeah, it's gonna suffocate for a hot minute. It's like one of the quickest cases I've ever seen with Razor. Oh, sure, I left GG. Holy suffocation? Another. Suffocation? Suffocation? Damn, dude, it's just actually suffocation. And then I have a stroke. Again, I just wish I had true homing, but again, I do enjoy a little bit of the when you play away, trying to get the little bit of chip unfocused homing in when you have the opportunities for it. There's an aspect of that I appreciate. Okay, so if I'm doing this spell, who's the freak? The person doing the suffocation or the person getting suffocated? Oop. Ooh, I did this. I did the same thing again. Okay, let's go work some deaths of a cat in a second. I gotta get some water real quick. Oh, there's the slug. Okay, cat time. Be a long day. Not even close to 2.0. Unbelievable. Yep. Okay, this time we get to see the cat. No, we really don't get to see the cat. There are birds outside. Don't tell Potato Bot. He might try to come fuck him. What are you eyeing me for? I know you're the one who's attracted to the birds. I don't see where there's anything wrong with what I said. See, my point exactly. I rest my case. Actually, you know what? I have a question, Potato Bot. Do you like soccer? Or football? Hello, Pazoots. Yeah, 7TV is back. No? Okay, you could be among the spared, British. Pazoots, I'm gonna ask you this question as well. Of the non-Iante, Lunarians, who's the best? I did the same thing. Race into account, yeah. Potato Bot doesn't believe that Racing 2 is a character, but she absolutely does count. Ban this guy. I'm not gonna ban Pazoots, he hasn't done anything wrong yet. Yet. Okay, Potato Bot, you can have it back. You can have it back at him. If you had to have sex with someone at the Hakurei Shrine, who'd you pick? Rainbow, I gave you your opportunity. And yet you didn't take it, SMH. Yeah, I guess Suika could be in the consideration. Not banging. Oh, I'm not saying that you would be. I'm saying that you should say that for Pazut's sake. Because I absolutely am. That's actually probably not true. I'd probably pick Rainbow over On as well. On is nothing but a washed up old egg, anyway. You know, they do call her Slug Moo for a reason, right? Rainbow I'm talking about, obviously. Just not trying to get the LNN already. I don't think I have the energy to get an LNN today. Hello, Chicken Butt. Also, you know how many times I've seen almost that exact same message before, Chicken Butt, from other people? If Raisin is a real character, where's the Fortune Slip in the Fortune Slip book that came out last year? Okay, Chicken Butt, you have to marry someone from the Subterranean cast. Who are you picking? Let me think. Oh, this fuck guy's a fucking nerd. Let me look at that. Let me consult the charts real quick. I swear, he's gonna pull a fucking game glitcher and be like, I wouldn't pick Yuki because she's gonna break my dick in half. -1 P. MSR 1 power, it's over, guys. Is Tori like the only right answer? I think she's debatably the best, but I still think it's debatable. What does that mean? Marissa count? Usually I don't count, like, Rainbow and Marissa. For you, if you really wanted it, maybe I'd allow it, but usually I just allow the game-exclusive characters. No, I'm not allowing it for Potato Bot. No. I said maybe for Chicken Butt. I'm not allowing you to for that one, Potato Bot. And I'll allow for Chicken Butt unless he says Rainbow or Marissa, in which case I'm not going to allow it then. Pretty simple. Host Oku. Oh, yeah, and you're telling me you don't want to fuck the birds? Hmm? Curious. Also, Satori is absolutely the right choice. Not that the others are inherently wrong, but, like... I mean, on one hand, it's a complete opinionated thing. On the second hand, there's absolutely right and wrong answers. Also, no, Aya is not a Subterranean exclusive character. Or, see, that's unique. We haven't heard an Orin yet. Yamame fans, where are you at? Was the question, even if you had to marry one of the Subterranean characters, which one? Which one would be the best wife? On one hand, Oku, on the other hand, Farsi. I accidentally alt out of the game, pressing the Windows button. Orin seems so nice. Have you ever played against Orin in Touhou 19? Hello? Okay, we can get freaky with the next one, okay? No, Orin is the easiest boss in SA, so, like... So the next question is, of the Subterranean characters, which one is the most likely to be a Fuda? Insert the hunt reaction. Whoa, Oku's an interesting one. She does got that third leg. Big type, Listen, I'm just farming engagement at this point. As being walked on by cats. Yeah, what am I doing? I just don't have the energy today. That's also probably because I haven't eaten like a real meal in like 24 hours. Probably doesn't help. In other news, Takane. I mean, I was thinking like Yugi or Oku are like my two go-to answers for that one. Also, what does WTB mean? Like, are we just making up terms again? The barnacles. Dude, can we... Dude, can we beat up all chicken butts, please? If you mean me wants to buy? Okay. But you want to buy the Fudokak? Yuki's Fudokak, huh? I always knew Chicken Butt was a freak. Yeah, personally, I mean, you literally said you would. You just said Yuki, but wanting to buy. Or do you mean that is who you want to buy, bro? Like you're trying to buy me or someone else? Like who's your bro in this situation? Why are you trying to buy him? That's a little. What's a Touhou character that starts with B? Bison. There's gotta be another. Is there another Touhou character that starts with a B? Byakurin. Okay, there's another one. Ben. Oh, Ben. True. Also, hello, Nemo. Oh, why? Why wasn't the green bullet passed already? Fucking, I hate this dude. Baki. I don't think Seki Banki starts with a B. Ooh, I was not able to dodge that properly. But you miss? I don't know. What did you miss? Oh, right. Fellow characters that start with B. No, I was trying to think of a Touhou character that started with a B. I love this game. Yes, Seki Baki, your favorite UFO character. Yeah. Oh, maybe replace Kage, try to become a streamer. What? I know of Touhou Princess Maker. Kaguya. It's a jam game? Oh, I don't really pay much attention. I don't really pay much attention to the jam games. It's been a few years since I've seen a jam game. These have some incredible emo potential. Well, maybe you should get on making emotes out of it. Is Pazoots having a heart attack or something? Did he touch something really hot? Did he get like a splinter or something? Well, I'm glad you take responsibility for that. He's fell down the stairs, yeah. He's also typing a Twitch chat with the microphone. Like he's just talking into it and messaging. Smell burnt toast? Toaster's not been here yet today. You know what? You know what controversial topic I could... speaking of which, you know what controversial topic I could start going on about? Bro, fucking toast is hella overrated. What the fuck are we talking about here, by the way? Eat better toast? Why the fuck would I eat toast in the first place? I could eat, like, literally anything else. Yeah, I just want to eat some fucking burnt bread, effectively. Yeah, that's exactly what I want. This is overrated. Thank you, Nemo! Only belongs with beans. Okay, now we got to step down for a second. Hold on a moment. We don't want to go too British in here. Burn your toast. I'm not. I have never smelled toast and not been like, that is disgusting. I'm sorry, us in the US don't fucking... Oh yeah, time to wake up and get some fucking beans for breakfast, mate. Baked beans are Sigma. Can we send them to the testicular torsion chamber? We should put beans on toast because these people are British, Pazoots. That'd be crisps, or as the Americans call it, the chips, yeah. You don't want to, you don't have to eat mushy peas anymore. So true. I have been into many a place. I've walked into places I could smell, like, whether it was growing up, I'd wake up in the morning, or like, you ever go to just a friend's house or something, or a relative's house, you just walk into somewhere and there's toast recently made. You just walk in, just like, I wish I didn't have to smell today. Fish and chips, that ship's fire. Yeah, not bad. That's a solid thing. I've grown more and more enjoyment of seafood. I don't know why we call them fish and chips, but, you know. Oops. Hello, 11. Okay, good. You can get involved in the conversation, 11. What are your opinions on beans? Guys, have a great day, but to ruin it. What's the? What do you got? You know, for 11 supposedly being about to ruin our day, he hasn't, sure hasn't done it yet. I don't think my day is ruined. I was like, I'll move on with my life just fine. We'll see about that. I have no power? I'm literally powerless? Bro, what the fuck? Okay, now that emote... is a, is the secondary, I don't think I'm gonna put that one in there. And be noted, if you add it in, I'll probably remove it. So don't even think about spending the points on it. Eleven decided to take the argument. You guys are arguing over toast or beans. No, I'm gonna make the argument my own. You're all gonna have a conjoined enemy. Who is that even supposed to be in that emote? And do I want to know? German man is using his funny German words again. Mein Gott! Okay, also 11. If you had to marry one of the non-ENT Lunarians, which one are you picking? This beat collection is abysmal. What am I doing? List the non-ENT Lunarians. That would be, Toyohime, Yorihime, Sagume, Moon Racing, like current Moon Racing. And I'll also include Seirin and Ringo. 3, 2, 1, 0. Sagume closely followed by Seirin. Okay. You're safe for now. For the day. Range. I'm sorry that everyone else here understands that Sagume is literally the best. Except you, Tailbot. Fucking bearable red garbage. Your second stage 6, 75 FPS as a pace. On one hand, I'm proud of you. On the other hand, I also don't give a shit about 75 FPS. So it's kind of like a torn position. Ooh. She always moves to the left. And she moved twice to the left. I don't know if anyone's ever been luckier than me. Okay, back to stage 3. Look at that. Oh, that's my phone. Numeric Sagne would probably be very high maintenance. Look, you're gonna start sound like a Game Glitcher soon. Do any of the Touhou games make bosses move toward the player's X position? It's common for a property in a lot of Touhou fan game engines for some reason, you know why. You mean like towards the player's position, or like the player, like, or like the X-axis? Because the boss themselves never really does that. The only thing that's there's position the X-axis. I mean, all bosses move horizontally, and like in this game, they move 2/3 of the time towards you on the horizontal axis, and in older games, it was guaranteed to move towards your direction horizontally whenever they'd move, right? Are you being facetious? Use more words. Fuck you! Oh, nice cross at the very end, girl. Are you being ironic? Or are you actually genuine? But the boss move? About you saying you didn't know that, wow. Is that sarcasm, or is that not? If it's not, then I can go into it. And if it is, then I can lay pipe. We don't know. So there are some attacks that either do not move, like Divine Virtues of Wind God, where there is no movement, where the boss like doesn't move at all, or there are attacks like Kimuntoko, Chen Final, which just move completely on its own. Like, there's no, like it's just complete. The movement is completely independent of you. But most attacks in Touhou, the boss moves at certain junctures and will often move in accordance to you. Now, there's two things to know. First of all, how much they move is random. And second of all, how vertically they move is random. So you'll notice right here on Sanyo Non 1 coming up, when she moves, she can go up or down, and how up or how down she goes, that's completely random. But when it comes down to moving horizontally, how much to the left or how much to the right they move is completely random. But there is rhyme or reason to them moving to the side. In modern games, I forget what game started this. It was somewhere in the mid-teens for Touhou, but this game is in this list where when the boss does a movement, 2/3 of the time they will move your direction horizontally. So, for example, on this Non 1, when I'm to the right of Sanyo, when she moves, 2/3 of the time she will go my direction towards the right, 1/3 she will go the other direction. The only exception to this is if she's far enough to the right, like over here, where the AI cannot move any further right, and then they're guaranteed to go left. Your butthurt, will she move up? No. Vertical movement is completely random. So how, like, if she's right here, she could move up here. Or she can move down here, like, right away. Like, how much she moves up or down is completely random. But left or right, there is rhyme or reason. In the older games, if you're to her right, she will always move right unless she's too far over. They changed this, I don't know, like DDC or something around then. DDC, lol K, something like that. It used to be they always follow you horizontally. But nowadays, it's just 2/3. That's why I always talk about 2/3 movement. Because when I'm to her right, 2/3 of the time she will follow me to the right. 1/3 of the time she won't. Right? Old game, like PCB, EUSD, if they have follow movement, which most attacks do, they will always go to the right if I'm to the right. Again, unless they're too far to the right, that they can't go to the right anymore, they'll go left. So the older games, they would always follow you horizontally. In the modern games, it's 2/3 of the time they'll horizontally follow you. That's why I commonly talk about 2/3 movement in this game. 2/3 and or 1/3 movement. Where I'm like trying to move her to the right, but I got 1/3 of there, and that she went away from me. Eek! It's relevant on a number of attacks like this one, where I would like to bait her to the right, so I stand to the right on the first wave. There are many instances where you are trying to bait... Fuck me! There are many instances where you're trying to bait an enemy a specific direction. Sanyo Final is a really good example. This attack's not really relevant. Sanyo stink more than Yukari. Fuck me! And I'll play Touhou. I mean, I guess it makes sense. I have no energy at all. But like right here, 2/3 of the time she moves to the right, which is great. I want her to move to the right. If she moves to the right, then she makes the attack a lot easier. If she goes to the left, which is only 1/3 of the time, then there's some variability there. Maybe she can move like 3/4 of the distance before the wall stops her. Will still consider that invalid? Yes. So, for example, say, like, I don't know exactly where the wall is, but say, like, right here's the wall, right? And she's, like, right here. But the horizontal movement has her going far enough to where it'd be over the wall. She will turn back. At least that's how it was in PCB, I believe. I can't promise that about this game. I'm just taking the PCB experience and moving it up to this. But definitely should just be random. Well, the moving your direction is... Like, I just wish it was back to the 100% static. I don't like the 2/3 movement. Because, like, there's a lot of times where, like, you do want to bait them your direction, and, like, the 2/3 movement just kind of adds a whole lot of variability that just isn't really... In my opinion, it's not good variability, but... Alas, that's what we have in modern Touhou. Also, 2/3 is small enough that it is very random whether or not they'll listen to you. And again, not every attack inherently has this type of movement. There are attacks that either A, don't move, or have sort of predetermined movement. Movement that's completely irrelevant from you. But those are few and far between. I don't know if there's really anything that comes to mind in this game. Obviously this, but this is a preset pattern. He always moves the same, he doesn't care. Ooh, actually, a good one is, I think, not Mega Move, Sanyo Final. I don't know this for fact, but the way it moves is a little weird compared to other attacks. I'm pretty sure Kaimata Final, the way she moves is completely random. It's completely, like, not predicated on you, the player. I mean, like I said, I think it was every game before DDC. I forget if, like, DDC or LOL-K implemented the 2/3 movement. Every game before that, they follow your direction. UFO did? Well, yeah, that's because UFO is before DDC/LOL-K. Or is UFO the one that introduced 2/3 movement? I don't think it is. But it might be. You know, this biology makes non-homing shots have to work. That's not really the thing. It's because it's not necessarily you having to, like, oh, where's your damage inherently in this regard. The problem that 2/3 movement has is, first of all, it's just really inconsistent. And it's just so much variability that is just like let's take a spell of Sanyo Final, for example. It's complete RNG, and it's entirely predicated off of her movement. If she goes to the right, it's free. 2/3 of the time, the boss is going to be completely free. And 1/3 of the time, it's completely quirky. It's like, I feel like you should either have it one way or the other. In terms of this type of movement. Like, if you either have it completely random, in which there is no baiting at all, although I don't think I would agree with that, at least but like... And it's not like the games that have 100% movement follow, as long as they don't hit the wall, are inherently free either. USD, one of the hardest games, obviously, right? Case of Lutic players gaslighting each other again, like with the Orin mid-spell. What are you talking about? The 2/3 mid-spell's 100 times worse. There are a lot of times where you wipe on the 2/3 move, where you miss the 2/3 movement, and you lose the spell or the attack because of it. Or you get that 1 in 80. You will get that 1 in 81 movement, and the attack is made effectively like 3-4 times as hard because you rolled a 1 in 81 on the boss move. Like, downward movement is already a volatile thing that people complain about. Yes. 1 in 81 is them moving the opposite direction 1, 2, 3, 4 times in a row, I believe. Right, because it's 130, 109, 127, 1 in 81, yeah. It's 4 in a row. Sometimes it's not particularly relevant, but on something like, let's say, Suffocation, there are many instances on something like Suffocation where if you roll that 1 in 81, the attack is taking 30-40% longer. And in a situation like that, you're increasing the difficulty of the spell significantly. Like, not by, like, a small margin, but, like, significantly. Is it free? What are you talking about being free, chicken butt? These spells are single 1/3 movement, it screws you. Not inherently. The most notable one is Sanyo Final, but, like, you can do it the other way. But it's really contextual. Like, there are times where I have lost spells because, like there are times I have died in Divine Orbs a number of times where she's low on HP. I'm dead, yeah. There was some lunatic guy claiming Orin having a fixed route makes a predictable spell, but says other lunatic players just time it out instead of routing around a fixed one. You talking about Cat's Walk? The mid spell? Because that's not fixed. As much as Chicken Butt sits here and talks about how Cat's Walk is free, I'm sorry, Erratic Cat Step, but, like, Cat's Walk is very random. Her movement, I believe, is the same. But the way the rings shoot is completely random around that, so there's no consistent to it, right? Movement isn't the same? Okay, it isn't the same. I wasn't sure for sure off the top of my head. Are there any spells where you don't actually want the 2/3 following you? There are instances where I the only instance where that would really happen, Game Glitcher, and it does happen occasionally, is where I'm not on the right side. I'm not on the side of the boss I want to bait them towards, so I'd rather whiff on the 2/3 at a given instance. But no, Cat's Walk is hella random. Like, there are people that may or may not disagree about the next part I'm about to say, but, like, it's an attack that is sometimes talked about as being potentially the hardest in the game. No, that is debatable, and there are people that will definitely disagree with that, but, like, whether or not you disagree or agree, like, it's one of those spells that's up there. Like, many people have talked about it potentially being the hardest spell in that game. So unless someone has found the RNG manipulation tech, how am I not killing that dude? I cannot play today. This is missing last see a week ago. I saw the fox on Thursday. Okay, we're not seeing the fox today. I am going for like 5, maybe 10 more minutes at most. For Cash, I skip it. Well, for a number of people, it is. Marissa's moving on double spark into the opposite direction from you. Crazy guy. I'm not saying I do that, I'm just saying that there are people who do. He exists for a reason. Top right X key and not the one next to Y. What kind of fucking German keyboard are you using? No, I got fucking QWERTY, not QWERTZ. Like QWERTZ. QWERTYUIOP. Azerty. No, I'm not using fucking AZRTY. That's a thing. It's a hashtag European moment. I know you're German, but like I still gotta pull this one out. Oi, bros, these fucking Americans are fucking using their QWERTY keyboard. What the fuck, mate? They don't know what the fucking QWERTY or the fucking Azerty. Bro. Like, the 3 keys I use for this are left shift, which is the second bottom row, furthest to the left. Right next to it is Z, right next to it is X. Those 3 buttons. The big enter key on out keyboard. What's an out keyboard? Hitbox mode. What is this? Not the link. What are you liking? Hold up. Click that. Make fun of the Uma Musume. I'm just looking at their account, I guess. What's this? Why is what? Why is the quotation mark up there? Unbelievable. Kids these days and their British keyboards. SMH my head. I'm gonna buy the box just out of spite. Game Glitcher, you missed, you missed Reimu getting her ass pounded by Komachi last night. Touhou Infinite Nocturne demo. Oops. Playing that bit. I'll be doing more of that on Monday. But game looks pretty base. I cannot wait for the full game to come out. But fucking Komachi just kept bending Reimu over. I mean, like, you're getting picked off. That and then the American sniper just picking off my backline. That's kind of soon. No, we talked about it, what was it, Thursday, and said, I'm just not, like, I did enough on Kaine, I don't need to milk more out of that game. I'm gonna move on. I do not have the mental capacity today to do more of this. Take what we got. Hold on. What? I did not mean to clip that. Oops.